Welcome to the pew.
The pew. Where Michael is wearing glasses because it's so bright in here.
Because all the stars in the room.
And soon there'll be more stars in the room.
Like who?
Oh, there will be like a constellation of stars.
Like supermodels?
Super drag models. Yes.
Super drag models work. Cover girl. Do a twirl. Work your thing on the runway. Like that one?
It's great that you began with that because today we are talking about the old and the new homosexual agenda.
That's
And
right.
what better way to start with than to sing a little supermodel?
For the old.
The old.
The old homosexual agenda. The old.
So Michael and I were debating new homosexual agenda versus old homosexual agenda and what that entails. So you start with old.
All right, RuPaul, supermodel. No, the old homosexual agenda.
I think you're older than her.
I think I'm not.
Okay. All right.
I think you are older than RuPaul.
Okay, maybe.
You are almost as old as Madonna.
I'm in good company.
Yes, you are. She could be my mother. The old and new homosexual agenda. Well, the old homosexual agenda was something that was sort of started in the 60s and 70s and entailed gay writers and screenplay writers and directors and producers placing gay people in scripts in movies and TV shows, making us seem like normal people. And examples of that are people like, Floyd the barber in the Andy Griffith Show. You can go all the way back to a closet case, and then you have shows like Will and Grace, and then today you have shows like Modern Family. So there's sort of like an arc, and now they're sort of very pervasive on TV, and we've got gay marriage, and we've got a lot of the things we were fighting for. So now I think the agenda has changed.
Yes, to what? Well,
If I said the old, then you should say the new. We were talking
about what is the new homosexual agenda, and the new homosexual agenda, at least to me when I was in Puerto Vallarta a few weeks ago, was cosmetics and pharmaceuticals, because you couldn't walk half a block without going past a drugstore, and every single drugstore had these big posters for Juvederm, Botox, testosterone gel, human growth hormone, and
Viagra.
I mean, literally in the gay section of Puerto Vallarta, which is a pretty big gay section, every store had posters for this. Even stores that didn't sell drugs actually were selling this. I don't know how they could legally do that, but I guess it's Mexico, so anything.
Well, in Mexico, I mean.
So that's the new homosexual agenda, is keeping your body young forever. So consequently, you'd see like these 70-year-old men that are all buff, like Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I'm sure are pumped full of that stuff, because how else could they look like that in their 70s?
And I guess Suzanne Summers could be lumped in there because she's a fag hag, so she's sort of one of us.
Is she?
Yeah. Fag hag.
I haven't seen her recently.
Yeah,
Does she still do infomercials?
And
then Michael's other example of the new homosexual agenda is Hot in Cleveland, although I don't get that one.
It's just an updated version of.
Is there even any gay
well,
guys
actually,
on that? I never watched it.
You left off my Golden Girls repeats, because I think the Golden Girls repeats are also part of the homosexual agenda.
I didn't leave it off. You left it off because that's old.
No, that's the new.
No, that's old.
No, if it was the old, then it would be the original Golden Girls. This is the Golden Girls repeats that are shown nonstop on Logo. And every homosexual I know, from Igor to Igor, watches nothing but the Golden Girls repeats.
Golden Girls.
And I was at Viva last week, and people were reciting the lines in their conversations.
A Golden Girls repeat from today or yesterday is just as old as when it originally aired 25 years ago.
No, then it was new.
Well, it's old. It's old. Old.
Yes, but it's retro, and that's what gay people do. Retro things.
We'll be back.
Bye.
And now a word from our sponsor. Welcome back to the Pew.
Welcome back to the Pew, where we forgot to mention about Hot in Cleveland, how they're just rolling off the shows, rolling off the press, trying to get as many episodes.
They're in a hurry.
They're in a hurry. They have to get as many
The
episodes.
clock is ticking.
Yes, tick, tick, Betty White.
Tock,
Click,
tick,
tock,
tock,
Betty
tick,
White,
tock,
gonna die soon. Tock, Betty White.
tock.
Get as many episodes out before she dies as possible. So they're just running around. They're gonna kill her trying to get all these episodes out. She's gonna die of a heart attack or something. I hope not. I really like Betty White.
Well, all they probably do is just prop her up in front of the camera at this point.
Oh, I don't know. She's pretty spry. Betty White is spry.
Smoke and mirrors, I
She's
see.
spry.
Smoke and mirrors.
What's that? Crystal meth and cocaine?
My favorite cocktail.
Smoke and mirrors. Okay. What else? Yeah, I should have. Because no.
Candace Blair wants to know
Candace Blair.
if you have any straight female friends and if she can be one of them.
Do I have any straight female friends?
Have you seen his Twitter feed lately?
Yeah. I think all of my friends are straight female friends. We've always had a lot of straight female friends.
Yep.
They're called
Back in,
fag hags.
all through the eras.
But that's a good thing. People think lately, I think that a fag hag is a derogatory term, but I don't think it is. I think it's
I never really thought of it as a derogatory term.
No, it's always the prettiest, smartest, funniest girls who are associating with gay men because because when they're wary of hanging out with men because men just want to ask them out, only want sex from them.
Right, grab their asses and touch their boobs.
So they like to have male companionship that isn't going to
Manhandle them.
manhandle them. So I think it makes a lot of sense.
And Mark Alexander asked, when was the last time you dressed like a club kid?
I guess when I was a club kid. When it was appropriate for me to dress like a club kid, I dressed like a club kid.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, if we tried those outfits on today, they would look ridiculous on us.
Well, yes. I mean, it's sort of
I mean, they looked ridiculous on us back then.
Yeah, but that
in
was-
a good way.
right, and they had some kind of meaning. But I mean, if anybody put on, the clothes they wore, 30 years ago or whatever, they would look ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
That time has passed.
things change and evolve into something else. That doesn't mean you can't, be fabulous or, dress up or
Or
that
wear
it won't-
makeup.
or that it won't evolve into something else. It's just not what it, it would just be ridiculous.
And that's it for today.
And also I think, on my end anyway, I think I've always had this feeling that it's insensitive. So I just, that's why I didn't dress up to the box because it was insensitive. So,
See you next time.
bye.